Welcome back to Gossip Media for the latest in pop culture, fashion, music, celebrity gossip, entertainment news, and business highlights. Let's get to today's stories. It is with deep sadness that I inform you guys that Usain Bolt's father, Wesley Bolt, has passed away. So I'm sending my condolences to the friends and family in this time of bereavement. Drake is back, guys, and he dropped a song called Nokia a few days ago, and it became the first song released by any rapper in 2025 to sell over 1 million units. Now, I've listened the song about 4 or 5 times, and it is a vibe. It's something you can dance to in the club. The video fits the theme of the Nokia phones, the first phones Nokia had back in the day with the snake game, and like the entire look. But let us know what you think about the song. Dancehall singer Dexta Daps recently did an interview on Odessey with Yendi, and he dropped some gems that I think we could all benefit from. Let's listen.
If I'm going to tell you something to change your life, I'm going to tell you this. Learn this. You never ever in life are going to get where you deserve. You only can get where you negotiate.
A word.
Only way you go out there and say, maybe we can get this out of this and then use it for multiply and try invest in this. We can gain this. Never you think you're going to get where you deserve. You'll be one fool, you're going to broke favor. Because guess what now? You stay there, work, wait for what you deserve. A man will come around with a plan, and you have your plan. Remember, you can't find your plan, you need things. You know so your talent this and you deserve this. But the man is not give you that because he might put in this. He might put in for him sacrifice to and him have him one plan. So you have to negotiate. And when you get something from that, then you move it and try invest in something and multiply it.
A word.
Too much people are fight for what them deserve in their life. And that's why them setbacks so long, you get me?
If you guys watched the video I did on Angie Stone, I said the same thing. Sometimes we have to accept what is offered and use what we gain to our advantage, especially as public figures or artists. We have to learn to be resourceful and smart because what he said is true. We will never get what we truly deserve until we are in a position to give that to ourselves. I needed to hear that, and I know that someone else out there needs to hear that too. He also shared how he became a singer over a hardcore dancehall DJ.
Me there on Bounty Killer, and I say, yo, this me a deal it, First song Bounty Killer know for me. Tell them I see if you, me say. Tell them I see if you, me there. If you come off, you come and screw up, you breathe through your chest. You know, sir, alone badness. The man say, where the boy you come from? No, forward. So now I end up around him because you don't know him hardcore and him system hardcore too. So now I'm there around Killer now and Killer say, yo, yeah man, I love your style, man. But one girl just come to me one day. I can't forget her. She come to me and say, brother, you're not so ugly, You know, I don't know for we too.
She did not say that, you liar. That she tell you say?
That she say. She named Jody. I can't tell her she named Jody.
You know what?
Yeah, man, I'm a good friend. I call her name. Jody, I call her name.
I true, she looking at your eye.
She,
at the pretty eye.
A wicked girl. She changed my life. She changed my life, man. She say, you're not so ugly, You can't sing a song for we too, man. I'm going to say, my girl, leave me alone,
But you pre
give
it
her
though.
the cold shoulder.
But you did pre it though.
Yes. And go home and think about it and say, say, I gotta tell her say she right. I tell her say she right. But then I jump in at the studio the next day and say I gotta sing one real song when I dedicate to the girl and try to fight with my career.
And is which song that was?
It was a song when I sing when I say, wine for me. See us like a judge, think of me like a token, me like a soul, wine for me. You know that song?
Look here. He's a long
big up
time
Fresh
dancehall
Rhyme.
over,
Yeah, man.
But here
And
the
then
thing
we do
now.
some boom and curve it again. I said, I'm going to try this again. And that became Man in Love.
See, not every criticism is to belittle, some is to build, but we have to be open to pivoting. The greats do it all the time. And to be honest, this is the best change he has made because dancehall needed a Dexta Daps. It needed an artist like him, and that's why his impact is so great. He's a sex symbol in Jamaica and around the Caribbean. He is the king of dancehall R&B. In simple terms, he's responsible for a lot of pregnancies. Let's just say that. He also shared his 3 most beneficial secrets to success.
All right, we all look on and we see Dexta, we say, yo, Dexta have a level of success. Like Dexta reached certain levels in his business and in his craft and in his skill. You know, and I said to you, Dexta, if you could have given me 3 things that you say, yo, these things are like, these are the skills or the things that you'd want people to know. These are the things that got you to where you are. What would those 3 things be?
Yeah. Consistency again. That was one of the things will play a very important part in my career. Consistency. More I explain it too because sometimes people will say consistency and just leave you in a dust with it and say, yo, you sum it up. Consistency is simply you just staying focused and telling yourself you are going to recreate this moment over and over again and try to capitalize on it. Over and over again so people can get the stain. People can get whatever the messages you are trying to output. You understand? So it's like, say you have a song and you want to push a song now. The first thing you want to do, identify which part of the song you want them know first. You understand? Once you identify that part, then that's the part where you'll be consistent with. You understand? So whether it be the chorus, the verse, or anything, that part where them love or where you want them know, you have to create some different reels or whatever around it, or make that person sing it, make that person sing it. So that's consistency. So now if you post from different angles, people see the consistency of the same thing.
Right.
You understand? They might see it a different way, but at the same thing they must see. So now when time that stand out look more, people they even know, so them don't know the whole song.
Right.
When them hear it now, them say, oh, I know that.
Yeah, that song.
And they might hum the verse and tell themselves them know it. But them don't know it. It's just that one part will catch them so much, will make it familiar now. You understand? So I learned that. So it's like consistency is needed. And that was one of the things that when I applied to my career for reach Palmer reach.
Yeah.
And I kind of slip one of the words in explaining that one to focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because without that focus, we say, yo, you know what, I'm going to really do this thing here.
Yeah.
Because you get distracted by so many things.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just jump on your phone and you're gone. You know what I mean? You get up to there and say, yo, I'm going to do this. And jump on your phone 5 seconds after that, you remember nothing where you just do a thing.
Facts.
Get lost in your phone.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be focused past the noise. You know what I mean? To know exactly what your goal is. Because if you're not focused, then it will take longer. We can't tell it not going to come.
But
it just will take longer. You might not have that time to. You know what I mean? And then, oh God, how am I do that? I just slip the right word in it, the time. You see, timing is perfection with everything.
Yeah.
Say, basically, if you have a song again, because I just want to talk to the musician them at the moment, even though it really relates to any type of business or anything, you know what I mean, timing. You have a song and you see the fever go on where a beer say girl tune a bus or a girl tune a bus. Maybe dropping your girl tune in that thing might last your girl tune, bro. Because you might say, run with the wave, girl tune a drop a girl tune. And last it all get lost. Because it all get lost in a bunch of girl tune unless you're exceptional. You know what I mean? So timing is everything. Watch the wave. And then drop the girl tune when you feel like say, yes, them now have none.
And see it your boobs.
Munair Zacca, Jamaican actor and cultural icon, has sadly passed away at the age of 82. He's known for his role in Royal Palm Estate, The Blackburns, and Shutters, amongst other stage plays and movies. So I'm sending condolences to his family and friends. Rest in peace. Did you guys watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last night? Let's talk about Yendi and Rasheeda. Now, Rasheeda is no one's friend on the show, and she said exactly that, and she meant it. The scene with Kirk trying to get her to clarify what she meant is stale because she spoke her truth. So don't try to backtrack on it. I don't know why anyone thought Rasheeda was their friend. That K. Michelle scene turned me off from her because K. Michelle might be a lot of things, but a liar is not one of them. I think one of the reasons why Rasheeda is so upset with Yandy is because she doesn't want to be the only relationship being exposed, nor the only woman being humiliated by their husband. So here she was thinking that Yandy and her will be in the same boat. But Yandy is smart, and she finds ways to control her narrative despite what is being said. And Rasheeda is like, WTF? Yandy has stuck up for Rasheeda countless times. So has Erica, Scrappy's baby mother. And I have never seen Rasheeda do the same for any of them when they needed it. So it's safe to say Rasheeda sees them as just co-workers, and that's fine. Most people would never talk if they didn't work together anyway. I don't understand how Spice is friends with Rasheeda on the show and keeps showing this loyalty by getting into it with Jasmine when if it were Rasheeda, she wouldn't even bat an eye. Yandy and Shekinah, I get, but Rasheeda, I don't understand it. But let's see how it plays out. I would advise Spice to stop getting into it with Jasmine for Rasheeda. Say what you want about Yandy, but she has always been loyal to anyone she calls a friend. She is just as loyal to her relationship, and I don't blame her. Control your narrative. Yandy has a loyalty that only a few people will understand, and most call it fake. Well, to be honest, she can be fake, but it's loyalty that says we ride together, we die together. I'll deal with you behind the scenes, but publicly, we are a team. And most people don't practice that anymore. I like Yandy, but that style can be dangerous. But Rasheeda has just never given me friend to anyone outside of her husband. And Yandy, you are dead wrong to say Rasheeda is being a friend to Kirk, who has done her wrong so many times. Like, that's not her husband. You would stick by Mendici too. So what do you expect? I wanted to send a shout out to Jada Kingdom. She just dropped a banger called Girls Are Drugs and JT Ran Out. These songs are a vibe. But that's all for today's show, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.